Hi guys, in today's video I've been asked to do a favourites video, so this is my first ever favourites video, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if I'm not covering things or covering too much, or what you think basically. So I've kind of done it in categories from like just my whole routine in order pretty much, from like, you know, my skincare and then my makeup basically. So yes, let's get on with it because I suspect it's going to be long. The first thing on my like routine is I have a shower every morning, so I wash my hair. So the first thing is, my favourites is a shampoo, which is the Lush Shampoo Bar. This is the Honey I Washed My Hair Shampoo Bar. I've been using this every day for years and years and years. I love it because not only is it a nice shampoo, but it's also plastic free, so it makes me feel like I'm doing something to help the planet. I feel like I've harped on like a drain about this to everyone that's watched any of my videos, but I feel like, especially with my beauty things, that I should be trying to find plastic free alternatives wherever possible, because I use so much of it. Like I go through, especially things like shampoo and conditioner, I go through so many of them that it's just a lot of plastic bottles if I don't try and find a more plastic free solution. So this is my plastic free solution, plus it's a really nice shampoo. And it's just easier to have in the bathroom. Like I like not to have too much clutter on my bathroom side, weirdly. So anyway, yeah, that is the Lush Honey I Washed My Hair Shampoo Bar. So point one. Conditioner wise, I have a, again, reusable one. It is the Miniml Nourishing Coconut Conditioner. It's a big old chunker of a bottle. This is 5 litres, and I just have a little 500ml refillable thing for all of our like shampoo, conditioner, body wash. And so I just top it up with this. This has lasted me absolutely ages, in fairness, and it actually works out cheaper, or about, definitely about the same. I think it's like 35-ish pounds for this big old chunker, and if you actually divide that by the amount of bottles you would normally buy, it works out about the same. So and I literally, this has lasted me like, I can't even remember when I bought this. So yes, that is conditioner, but also as well as that, I tend to use like a conditioner mask quite a lot, and this one has been my favourite for ages and ages and ages. Although this time I wasn't sure that it was the same, but I don't know if I just got a bad batch. It does say new formula on it, but this packaging is the same that it's been for a while, so I feel like maybe I just got one that wasn't great, because it almost made my hair more knotty, which is weird because every other time it's been really nice. Like I like to use it after I've highlighted my hair because my hair can be a bit drier then, and I feel like I need to nourish it, so that's what I tend to use this for. So that is the Garnier, what is it? It's Hair Foods, I've lost it on my list. Conditioner mask, Garnier Ultimate Blends Hair Food in Smell Papaya. It's a really nice smell. It's good for taking on holidays because it's such a strong smell. If you've been to the bathroom for any other reason, your shower makes the room smell nicer afterwards, so your partner doesn't need to smell anything less pleasant. So then moving on, in the shower I tend to just body wash wise use the Dove Beauty Bar. I have done for years and years and years, because if you follow my empties videos, you'll know all ladies and gentlemen should be using a bar like this on their intimate areas, because it's not a real soap. It doesn't have actual soap in it, so it's much more gentle basically on your lady areas. So, and also it's a really nice soap, so I use this on my body as well as my intimate areas. So that's generally what I use day to day as like a shower gel. I'll have other sort of body washes and stuff in the shower, but more for like a treat than like a day-to-day thing. So day to day I use the Dove Beauty Bar. So that is generally my whole sort of shower routine. And then once I get out of the shower, I tend to put some Garnier Micellar water. This is the one again that I've been using for years and years and years. This is why I've not done a favourites video, because I feel like I'm a creature of habit, so I tend to use the same things and have done for years. But then since trying to compile this list, I have realised that there are some things that I swap and change. So this I have used for ages and ages and ages. A couple of times ago I think I used the rose water version, but basically it's the same. So I just put some of this on a cotton pad, just one cotton pad, to just remove any remaining eye makeup that is on my face after washing. And I missed something out for the shower, my face wash, which isn't even really a face wash, it's an emollient. These products at the moment are my dry, angry skin products, because normally I like to chop and change what I use, but because I've had some allergies and eczema and dry skin and general issues with my skin, I've sort of dialed it all back to my hardcore, like, soothe from the inside routine. So what I use to wash my face during those periods is this Emollient. It's a Zeroderm ointment, 3-in-1 emollient bath additive and soap substitute for dry skin. And I basically just rub this on my face, like in the shower, just get a bit of water on my hands, get a bit of this, like just sort of like maybe a 50p sized bit, rub it in my hands, rub it on my face, let it just kind of like melt the sort of makeup a bit, and then just wash it off. And I do that twice in the shower, and that removes most of my makeup, or all of my makeup really, but I just like to do a cotton pad to just remove anything that's like right in the crevices of your eye, basically. So yeah, that is that. And then after I've done the micellar water, I put on Serum, which is my favourite serum generally, and also the only one that I'll really use when my skin is a bit angry, is the Beauty Pie hyaluronic acid one, triple hyaluronic acid one. I love this serum. It's a really nice, slippery, soothing consistency. So yeah, it's the only one that I'll use when my skin is like this, but it is my overall favourite anyway. What have we got next? Next is the moisturising cream. Again, I've been using this for years and years and years. This is the Aveeno moisturising cream, the cream rather than the lotion. It's really not expensive at all. It's like £5, but it's such a nice cream. Even if my face isn't angry, I tend to use this every day. But especially when it's angry, if I have to dial it back completely, then I will just use this. Like, I'll cut the serum out and just use this. And it's the only cream that I have ever put on my skin that completely doesn't sting ever. Like, no matter how angry my face is, when I put this on, it doesn't sting at all, and it feels nourishing and soothing. And even when I've tried expensive, nice moisturisers, not that this isn't nice, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm at that age where I'm trying to find anti-aging sort of face skincare, or all skincare. And I sort of strayed from Aveeno, but every time I use this again, I think, oh, this is so much nicer. So yeah, this is going to be in my routine definitely for life. So that is the Aveeno moisturising cream. And then next after that is my hair. I tend to again use the same hair care things, or have partly the same. This Shockwaves mousse I have been using for basically my whole life. It's the only mousse I've ever found that works on my hair. It's like, my hair is a weird sort of curly, wavy, not really properly curvy, fine frizzy mess basically, and this is the only mousse that I find that is just the right amount of sort of crunchy versus not too crunchy. And it doesn't leave it frizzy. It doesn't, like, I mean, it's, every time I talk about this, it's a bad example, but like, it's the end of the day today, so I've been touching my hair all day. So yeah, this is the Shockwaves mousse in number 5, the green one. It's the maximum hold one. So this is my all-time favourite hair mousse. Also at the moment, normally that is just all I'll put in my hair, and I'll occasionally zhuzh it up like after work or whatever if I'm doing something with one of these sort of sprays. But at the moment I've just been using this Kingsley Maximizer Root Lifting Spray. All of these volumizing sprays seem to me to be basically the same, and they kind of just hairspray. Well, that's what it smells like anyway. But I have been putting this on actually when it's wet, which you're not really supposed to do, and then just scrunching it like the same as I would normally with the mousse, just to give it some sort of shape, and it does seem to give it a bit more curl. So yeah, I have been enjoying that too this month. So that is the Kingsley Maximizer spray. So that is it for skincare. That didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. For makeup, this is the next part. My favourite all-time foundation or BB cream, if you follow my channel, this will be obvious, is the Garnier BB oil-free cream in the shade Light. I have used this again every day for years and years and years. I have tried so many things, and I'm going to do a series actually on my channel that compares this with all the different other things that I have tried, so I can see, or you can see side by side each of them in turn, because I just love this so much that no matter what I try, I always just come back to this. It is just such a lovely formula. The thing is cardboard, it's got SPF in it, it's got hyaluronic acid in it. Like, it is just it's just so nice. It's just the right amount of coverage. Today I attempted, which is why my skin looks a bit odd, to I'm going through a bit of a powder foundation phase. I kind of want to find one that works for my skin. So I just bought a load of them. So again, you'll no doubt see a video soon on some powder foundations, because I've tried different ones and I'm trying to find the right shades, and a lot of them, but anyway, I digress. So yeah, today I've got powder foundation on, so this isn't an example of the BB cream, but this stuff is brilliant. I've probably got videos for most of these products, so I'll link the videos in the description if I have got videos for it. So this is the Garnier BB cream. It's absolutely amazing. If you've got really pale skin like mine, it's definitely worth trying, because a lot of the time I can't find things that are the right shade or light enough for me. Everything is always too dark and it's so obviously a different colour. And this one is just pale enough for me, but it also seems to weirdly work when I've got a tan as well, so I don't know how that works. I guess it's because it's a BB cream rather than a full coverage, but I find that it's pretty full coverage, or it's full enough for me, like it's all I want, so maybe medium coverage. But anyway, so that is the Garnier BB cream. Next we have powder, which again will be no surprise to anyone that follows my channel. It is the Beauty Pie Uber Lucent powder. I absolutely love this stuff. I have got about 1 million of them because Beauty Pie do this sort of scarcity marketing thing where things sell out all the time, and if you don't get it when it's in stock, then you might not be able to get it. And I've become so dependent on this powder now that I have to basically have like 5 in my collection at all times to make sure I never run out, because nothing quite compares to it. I can't even explain why. It's just really finely milled. I don't know if it's the right term, because that makes it sound like there's like a lot of powder comes off, but I think it basically just the right amount of powder seems to come off. Like I don't end up over powdering. I can see myself in the camera and I've got really sort of stark under eyes because I've tried to do the powder foundation today and done concealer and then done the powder foundation, and where the powder foundation isn't as strong as the concealer, it looks weird. So that is making this powder look bad, but it's not the powder that's at fault, it's the concealer and the mismatch in tones that is at fault. Like this is just so perfect. It doesn't settle in my lines, it just gives the right coverage without like being too powdery, and I'm really guilty of way too powdering for myself. So this helps me not do that basically. It's absolutely brilliant, and that is the Beauty Pie Uber Lucent One Powder Wonder powder. Yes, my only gripe, if you follow my channel you will know, is that this isn't in the refillable packaging, which they do. I've harped on to you guys and to them about it over and over again. I don't understand why, if they can do the others in a refillable packaging, why they can't do this one. They already do it, so it makes no sense. So it's just a waste of plastic every time I repurchase this. So anyway, hopefully one day they will listen to me and they will actually put it in the refillable packaging. So that is powder. Next we have bronzer. I have been loving this one for a while, although when it runs out I might try something else. I'm also kind of tempted to try the Beauty Pie one because I kind of want to do a full face of Beauty Pie. But this is the Victoria Beckham bronzing brick in the shade 01. I've got on really well with this, and actually it's the first bronzer that I've bought in a really long time, because it basically said on the tin you can't overdo it, and I thought, well, that's the kind of bronzer I need basically. And it's just a nice sort of pale tone. Like as you can see, I've used a considerable amount of it. It is, yeah, like I tend to mostly use the darker colour, but also sort of mix the two. But yeah, it's a really nice bronzer. Like it goes on really nicely. It doesn't go on patchy, and it does exactly what it says. Like I never feel like I have put too much on. So it just is the perfect amount of like giving you a bit of colour but without going crazy basically. So yeah, I'm really liking that. I definitely would reorder it, but these things, it's lasted forever basically. It must be a year old now, and I'm still, you know, only just hit pan. So yeah, I will definitely be continuing to use this for the foreseeable future. Also, it's really nice heavy packaging too. I don't know why I like that, but it feels like classy basically. So yes, that's bronzer. Did I say that's in the shade 01, which is the lightest one she does? Also on the sort of face stuff, I have put like a sort of touch-up foundation in as a category, because the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten is another one of my go-to favourites that I've also been using for years and years and years. I have literally gone through about 1 million of these. This is in the shade Fair. it's just such a beautiful powder foundation, and I don't even know why I'm on a quest. Oh, I do know actually. I'm on a quest to find a better powder or another powder foundation, because this one is just a little bit too dark for me. This is the palest one they do, and it's in the shade Fair. And when I am at my pastiest, this is just a little bit too dark, basically. So yeah, I want to find one that has got more shades, so that I can change it with my skin tone, like, you know, throughout the year. Whereas this one is the only one that I could really do. I've got a medium as well that is quite I'll put it here, which is quite considerably darker. I do sometimes use the medium, well, I do sometimes use both of them when I'm on holiday, but that's the only time I could ever get away with the medium, basically, is if I'm on holiday and like actively tan. But yeah, the Fair I use all the time, but what I tend to use it for is carrying around in my handbag, and I just have a little brush that I then just sort of touch it up with. So if I'm like out and about and I just got a bit of shine, or like I've lost, you know, the foundation on my nose or something like that, then I'll just touch it up with this. So that is my sort of top touch up foundation, or like powder foundation, I guess. So yeah, that is that. So what have we got next? Blush. I have got, which I've been using for a long time now, since I bought it. Well, a long time, literally. I only bought it a couple of months ago, but since I bought it, I've been using it every day. It's the Dior Rosy Glow blush in 00 Pink. I'm fairly new to blush, and I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm honest. And I like this one because it literally does what it says on the tin. Like, it just gives you a little sort of flush of colour, like, and you don't have to go crazy with it, like, or you know, like, you can hardly see it in a good way, basically. So yeah, I really like this, and it's just a really nice pink. It's, you know, sort of like a cool toned, I want to say icy pink, but like, it's, yeah, basically I love it. So that is my go-to blush, and it is the Dior Rosy Glow in 00 Pink. Next we have got eyeshadow. I actually am, again, very new to eyeshadow, and this is one of the first palettes it's one of the first palettes I ever bought, because years ago I bought the Naked, I think it's just, there's Naked, various different colours, Urban Decay one, but this is the first one I've bought in the last 20 years. I don't know how to show you this without blinding you by the mirror. It's called I Need a Nude. I'm gonna have to sort of show it to you on a slant, and it's just a really nice selection of sort of, literally the clue is in the name, nude tones, and it's exactly what I was looking for, basically. And even within this, I'm hardly using any of the colours. I am intending to do a review of this, but I don't know how I'm going to do that with the mirror situation. But yeah, this is my go-to eyeshadow at the moment. It's a really lovely, it goes on really well. Like, it's great for a sort of learner like me, because it doesn't just end up all over your face. So yeah, I have been enjoying that. These, and my favourite colours, in case you're interested within it, are Whisper. I don't know how to show you this. This one here, Whisper. I'll see if I can swatch it. Which is like a sort of shimmery, very pale beige, and also Mia, this one here, which is a shimmery, very pale pink, basically. So yeah, I'm really enjoying these. They are just good sort of one and done type colours, like I'm just putting them on my lid while I like just learn how to use eyeshadow, basically. In fact, I've got one of them on today. I think I've got Whisper on today. So yes, that is the eyeshadow that I am enjoying mostly at the moment. It's suddenly gone really dark for some reason. Next we've got application, and I've got, like, at the moment I'm basically enjoying these tools, and that is the Trigwell powder puff, which I only recently bought, and I kind of for ages thought that this would just not be for me, because powder puffs I feel are like really aimed at like for baking and stuff like that, and that's just not really my bag. So yeah, but actually this is really good, especially where my skin has been so angry at the moment. It's been really helpful to try and like just sort of blot the powder on, like, so I'm not really rubbing at my face with anything. So yeah, these are brilliant, and they're so soft and easy to wash, and like they're just ideal. And well, annoyingly I just got another two, because you get two in the box, in my Look Fantastic Beauty box, even though I've just bought them. So that's in a way good, because it means now I've got spares for Also, I wish it had come before I bought them. So anyway, these are lovely, and I can definitely recommend it. Even if you're over a certain age, I would give it a try, because like, it's just really easy to just sort of blot the powder on with these. I have done a video, again, I'll link them below. Also, yeah, applicator wise, I bought this BK Beauty travel brush set fairly recently, and I've been enjoying those brushes. They came with these two. This is, sorry, it's dirty. This is the foundation brush, which I've been using pretty much daily. I want to wash this and see if it works with the powder foundation. And this is like a sort of works for everything kind of brush, like it works for like blush and bronzer. And in fact, I'll just take you through all my brushes. And then the It Cosmetics powder brush is what I use for like an all over dusting of powder. And then the It Cosmetics blush brush. Yeah, this is a blush brush. I use this for bronzer and for blush. I just kind of, you can see, use it for both. And then, yeah, these three are the other ones that came in the BK Beauty travel brush set. And they're just really nice eye brushes, actually. They're noticeably softer and smaller and nicer. I think these are also the same ones that are in her set for hooded eyes. And where I've got hooded eyes, I need smaller brushes. And I hadn't really, sort of twigged that was why I was having so much trouble, but these ones are game changing. Like, there's a little flat one, they've got numbers on them, but I'm too blind to see what they are. Nope. I'll link them below. So this is like a flat one for like putting the colour on, and then like a fluffy one for blending, and then this is like a teeny little one for sort of doing like the inner corner and things like that. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying these brushes. So what have we got next? Application eyeliner. If you follow my channel, again, you will know I'm a big fan of the Victoria Beckham satin Kajal liners. I've got them in about 1 million colours. I will do a video at some point sort of breaking down my favourite colours. As you can see, this is one of them because it's teeny tiny now, and this has been the colour I've mostly been using this month. It is the Victoria Beckham satin Kajal eyeliner in the shade Cinnamon. It's just a really nice soft brown, and it goes on really nicely. I mean, they all do, but some of them definitely go on better than others. It's like a lighter brown, so it just gives you a bit of sort of colour, but without looking too sort of harsh. And also I find that it kind of wears off well in the day. Like, so by the end of the day, it sort of has naturally worn off. That sounds bad, but like it in a good way. Anyway, this is the colour that I have been appreciating the most, and that is the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in the shade Cinnamon. Nearly finished. So brow products next. This month I have been mostly using Benefit brow products. I went a bit crazy with the Benefit brow products, if I'm honest. I think I started with this one, which is the Goof Proof brow pencil. It's got like a little retractable pencil one end. This is in the shade 3 medium, and a spoolie on the other. I have been really enjoying this, but I feel like the colour isn't really dark enough, which is odd because this is also what I've been using, and this is why I think I've been using all three, is because the Gimme Brow in the shade 3 is a little bit too dark. So this is like a pencil, so I kind of draw them on so I can at least see where they are with this, and then put a little bit of this, which is like a, I don't know what they call it, like a sort of brow gel basically, that's like a coloured brow gel. Just put a teeny tiny bit of this on. I'm not going to try and do it now because I'll make a mess. And then this is like a 24-hour setting brow. It's called 24-hour brow setter, and it's just like a clear gel basically. So then I use that to then sort of put them in shape, and that kind of like the combo of all three of them I've been really enjoying this month basically. But I'm aware that like 3 brow products is a little bit excessive, so yeah, I do really like them though. And I especially like the 24-hour brow setter because I like the applicator. Like, I like the fact that it's like a plastic and it's a clear gel and it doesn't get all gross and gunked up like a lot of the ones that have got like an actual, you know, like sort of spoolie on the end tend to get all like gunked up, where it's like your foundation gets all sort of in amongst it and stuff, and I just don't like it. So yeah, I prefer this 24-hour brow setter. I feel like you need the combo, unless I could find like a darker version of this, but I feel like if I went with a higher brown that would be way too dark. I don't know. Anyway, I have been enjoying these as my brow products this month. Right, final thing is lip products. The only real thing I've been using this month and for a while now is the Dior lip oil. Dior Lip Glow Oil in 00 Pink. It's just a really nice lip oil. I've got this and the e.l.f. sort of dupe of it. And I just love it. Like, it's just a tiny little flush of colour, like nothing too crazy, and it feels really nice and nourishing. And even when I've got my sort of rashy skin at the moment, because I get like eczema around the sides of my mouth when it's like this, so I always used to be cautious of using any lip products other than just like lip balm. And I don't find that this one gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, that one still feels nourishing even if I'm feeling allergic at the time. So yeah, that is my favourite lip product. I've realised that I missed one out. I'm not very good at this. It is the lip balm that I use. I must have not actually written it down, that's why. This is like, I don't even know if this is something you should cover in your favourites, but this is like an overnight lip treatment and I absolutely love it. I remembered how much I love it because it was in my empties video that I just did. And I literally, this is a new one because I had scraped the barrel of that one completely, nothing left in it. And I just have this by my bed and I put it on, like slather it on my lips every night, and I just feel like it's game changing. Like, it is just so good, and I don't even know why. Because, I mean, it's Burt's Bees, so it's, did I say that? It's Burt's Bees Overnight Lip Nourishing Balm or something like that. And I'll list all of these products in the description. Yeah, it's just so nourishing, nice. It's got a slight essence of mint, which weirdly the Dior lip thing does as well. So I don't know if that actually has something in it, like it's sort of a tingly sensation of does something good for your lips. I don't know, but like it doesn't, it's not an annoying taste or feeling or smell or anything, but it's just feels so lovely and nourishing. So yeah, that is my favourite lip balm at the moment. So that is the end. If you've made it to the end, congratulations. Thanks very much for bearing with me. If I've missed anything out, then please drop me a comment. If I've mentioned things you didn't want to know about, then feel free to drop it in the comments. And that's it. Thanks very much for listening. Good night.